Here we are looking at the testes. We looked at this structure, the testis, in the last video. And keep in mind the testis is outside the body, residing in the scrotum. So in green here is a depiction of one testis. There's certainly two testes right here. Are external to the body is up for debate. But certainly one reason is that sperm production, which occurs in the seminiferous tubules of the testes, cannot occur at the internal body temperature of around 37 degrees Celsius. By keeping the testes outside of the body, it cools the testes down to around 35 degrees Celsius. So in the structure overall would be the scrotum, which is composed of fibrous connective tissue, which we see right here. Some of it is peeled back, so we can see this structure right here, known as the spermatic cord. The outermost part of the scrotum is skin. And then between this fibrous connective tissue and the skin is this purple layer, which is a muscle known as the dartus muscle. So we have the testis right here, epididymis, giving rise to the ductus deferens. One thing I do want to point out, there is a septum that should be drawn right up the middle here that physically separates the left and right testes to prevent any spread of potential infection to one testis. So if there's an infection in one testis, we certainly don't want that spreading to the other one. So the median septum helps prevent that. This overall structure is what's known as the spermatic cord. The spermatic cord contains lymphatic vessels, the ductus deferens, testicular artery, testicular vein, and testicular nerve. And it also includes a capillary bed known as the pampiniform plexus. That pampiniform plexus helps regulate temperature of the testes, as do the muscles that we'll talk about in a second. But the spermatic cord is wrapped by this muscle, which is known as the cremaster muscle. We can see the cremaster muscle here, and it proceeds inferiorly to totally envelope the testis. I've opened it up here so we can see the different components of the spermatic cord. The cremaster muscle is an extension of an abdominal muscle known as the internal abdominal oblique. And the function of this is to help regulate the temperature of the testes. If the external body temperature is getting too cold, the cremaster muscle will contract, pulling the testes closer to the warmer internal body temperature. So we see that here and right here. The dartus muscle also helps maintain temperature of the testes. During cold weather, the dartus muscle will contract, causing the scrotum to become taut, bringing the testes up closer to the internal warm body temperature, helping regulate the temperature of the testes. And that is the scrotum.